Why we freeze? The psychology of talking in front of people. How many of you have had this happen? You know something perfectly. You could explain it to a friend without even thinking. But the moment someone official asks you, a teacher, an interviewer, a room full of people, your mind just goes blank. So what happened that moment? Maybe it's happened to you in school. The teacher calls on you and suddenly you can't remember the thing you explained perfectly to your friend 5 minutes ago. Today I want to tell you why that happens. It's not that you are bad at speaking. It's not that you are not smart enough. It's biology. The core science. Your brain has two systems. One hijacks the other. Your amygdala is like a smoke detector. It's constantly scanning for danger and it treats social threats, being judged, embarrassing yourself in front of people, almost the same way it treats physical danger. Your prefrontal cortex is the part that actually tells you speak well, pulling up words, remembering what you mean to say, reasoning things through. The problem when amygdala flags a threat like everyone is staring at me, it can hijack the show. Research get redirected towards survival mode and away from the calm, deliberate thinking you need to talk smoothly. So when you blank out during public speaking, it's not that you are unprepared or it's your brain temporarily prioritizing. Handle the threat over from floats in and it act almost like it's cutting the wire between the part of your brain that thinks and the part that talk. Basically stage fright isn't a character flaw, it's a neurological traffic jam. Why it feels so personal? The evolutionary reason. Here's the part that surprised me most. This reaction is ancient. Our ancestors live in small tribes and being rejected by the group wasn't just embarrassing. It could mean no protection, no food, no safety. So your brain evolved to treat a group of people looking at me, judging me as genuinely dangerous. That's why public speaking consistently ranks one of people's biggest fears. Sometimes even above fear, it's not weakness. It's a 200,000 years old alarm system doing exactly what it was built to do it. Just misfiring in a modern context like a classroom or a boredom. The classroom example, why you forget in front of the teacher but not your friend. So let's go back to that classroom moment. You explain the answer to your friend just fine. Why does it disappear the second the teacher calls on you? With your friend, low stakes, no judgment, your amygdala stays quiet, your prefrontal cortex, powerful access to memory with the teacher, perceive evaluation and possible embarrassment, your amygdala fires, floats you with cortisol and briefly locks the door to memory retrieval. This is sometimes called choking under pressure. The information isn't gone, it's just temporarily inaccessible like a website timing out under too much traffic. That's the key idea. You didn't forget because you didn't know it. You forget because your brain in that moment decides survival matter more than recall. The good news, this can be retrained. Here's the part that matter most. This circuit to trainable. This is called stress inoculation. Every time you speak in front of people and nothing bad actually happens, your amygdala updates its threat model. It learns, oh, this isn't actually dangerous. 3 practical tips. Tip number 1, practice out loud, not just in head. Silent rehearsal trains your thinking brain. Speaking out loud train your nervous system calm while talking. Tip number 2, lower the stake deliberately. Practice in front of one friend, then two, then a small group. Small dose of exposure before the big moment. Tip number 3, use a physical reset in the moment. A slow exhale, inhaling your brain, pausing for 1 second, signal safety to your amygdala and hand control back to your thinking brain. Reframe and homework. Next time your mind goes blank in front of people. Want you to remember this. It doesn't mean you don't know the answer. It means your ancient alarm system briefly took over from your thinking brain. That's not a character flaws, that's biology. Biology can retrain. Here's your homework. This week's explain one thing you know well, a hobby, a fact, an opinion, but loud, alone, in front of the mirror or your phone camera. Explain that same thing to one real person, a friend or family member, and notice what feels different. Write down just one sentence or two. What change in your stretch goal? Do it once more in front of 2-3 people this week. That exposure, the actual training your amygdala needs. You don't need to be fearless. You just need enough repetition that your brain stops sounding the alarm